right. Carlos Gutierrez was polite enough and kind enough to stay with us through all these breaking news conferences. The former Secretary of Commerce under President George Bush. Secretary,
welcome back, Neil.
Thank you, sir. The response you heard from officials tiptoeing over terror, maybe for good reason, maybe they're just afraid of the next level, but it looks like terrorism, does it not?
I mean, I would call it terrorism. If you have a bomb going off and injuring more than 20 people and creating terror, what the heck is it? But, you know, it's interesting that people are tying this back to building a wall. And I'll tell you, Neil, unless we realize that we have a black market for labor, we're going to have no control whatsoever over who enters the country, regardless of how high the wall is. Now, in this case,
we're not good at keeping track of that, right? I know you raised some eyebrows and you said you couldn't support Donald Trump because of that, but we've since learned that more than 800 immigrants were mistakenly granted citizenship. So we're making mistakes with the existing system we have, right?
Right, and that's exactly the point. You know, we only started using fingerprints in 2010. In 2006, in President Bush's bill, we recommended a biometric card for folks who had obtained legal status so that they'd have their fingerprints on their biometric card. We're not using E-Verify. We're not using technology. We're still using paper. So it just shows we don't pay attention to our legal immigration system. We're paying attention to the politics of immigration. I should just say, to put in a plug, we did some work. Former President of Mexico Cedillo and I just co-authored a report that recommends that we do a bilateral agreement to have joint accountability over the border for seasonal workers only. And that's just one sliver of the immigration problem. But we have a black market, and that black market exists because our laws and regulations can't serve a legal market.
But it wouldn't make a difference in cases like terror, right?
No, it wouldn't. In cases like this, you're absolutely right. This individual was a naturalized citizen. He came when he was young from Afghanistan. So I think it's a separate issue from the issue that we're talking about. But when I hear the solution for something like this is to build a wall, that is too simplistic. We're solving the wrong problem. We're giving people the impression that this is as simple as building a wall. But you're right. This is not an immigration problem here. No. This is a problem of terrorism and homegrown terrorism.
Secretary, thank you very much. I apologize for the truncated time. You were very kind to wait.
Good to see you again, Neil.
Same here. Carlos Gutierrez, the former United States Secretary of Commerce, now backing Hillary Clinton.